Welcome to Escape This Podcast, a mix between escape room puzzles and tabletop role-playing. It's the kind of campaign your DM would run if he'd spent all night playing Professor Layton on his Game Boy. As always, our Puzzlemaster is Dani.
Yes, I'm the resident genius.
And each week she creates a room out of her own mind, bringing together pure ether into something wonderful. And we have some contestants to play through it. What?
For little to no prize money.
You can contest nothing.
You lied to me.
There is no prize money. I mean, I got like 20 cents in my wallet if you want it.
Some of the 5 cents to try and get rid of.
And our contestants today are James and Kay. How are you?
We're
Not bad.
good.
Good. That's good to know. We'll get started soon, but first of all, as always, in the description, which is either below you or to your right or like on the next slide, depending on how you've got this episode, we'll have a link to the full Puzzlemaster's notes for the room. So if you want to play along or have a go beforehand, before you listen, or listen, then have a go with your friends who don't listen, and then make them listen. We need those downloads.
And see if you can be better than we are.
Yes. And have a go if you finish it yourself without listening, you can post your time on our Facebook page or you can tweet it. All of that link's in the description. Don't worry about it. Otherwise, just sit back and listen and it should all be very good. I hope. I've actually play tested this room, so I won't be playing this week. So, Dani, if you want to start up, we can go through any basic rules and you can start the room.
I think that you know all the basics by now. You can be quite specific in what instructions you give me, and nothing needs breaking. That is never going to be part of a solution, and in some cases it might hinder your getting a solution, so try not to. So, you guys, are you ready to be famous?
Sure.
Not because of the podcast. Nobody listens to that.
I'm assuming the scenario.
Because you guys are about to be on the country's favourite reality show.
Oh no.
It is called Catwalk, All or Nothing. Are you familiar with any of the modelling shows that exist out there?
I've watched Miss Congeniality. Does that count?
Well, this one's better. Look, it's been airing live for several weeks now. Last night was meant to be the grand finale, the big final elimination announcement of the winner, and it was going to be Priscilla, who's been an on and off villain for the season.
Such a bitch.
But they threw it a curveball.
Cool.
They didn't give her the crown. Instead, the hosts announced that she was going to face 2 intruders. So, to solidify her victory, make sure she can compete against everyone, or just to milk the ratings for a couple of weeks longer. Those intruders, they're the 2 of you, and it's going to be your ticket to modelling fame.
So just to check, the all or nothing show, is that what we're modelling? We're either modelling all or we're modelling nothing?
It may come up. Let's find out.
Uh-oh.
So bursting with
I want
excitement.
pants.
Clothes stay on.
So bursting with excitement, you guys open the front door to the house, you close it behind you. It's a pretty techie looking house. It's quite up to date. So it's all here, all the stuff that you've heard about. There's a kitchen to your left. And in that kitchen, you can see a pantry, a fridge, a sink, and a bench.
Normal kitchen things.
The kitchen. Across from you, so you've walked in this door, and directly across from you, there's a lounge area. It's got a big couch, a TV, and an exercise bike. To your right, there's what's known as the practice area. It's got a practice catwalk, a vanity, and a huge clothing rack. Opposite the catwalk, there's a floor-length mirror so that when you're practicing, you can see yourself. Make sure that you've got your walk proper. There are 2 more full floor-length mirrors on the leftmost wall to you, with inspirational quotes written all over them in lipstick. Next to the TV, there's a handmade chart on the wall with all the contestants' names on it. Not too far from the lounge area, there is a staircase leading up to what you're sure is a beautiful bedroom. And finally, near the catwalk, you see a closed door. After making yourself at home here for a while, it's not that easy. This isn't a very homey sort of place. You head up the stairs for the bedroom, except you find it locked with a fancy electronic lock that can be accessed from both sides. Priscilla must be in there. So you knock, and in response, you hear a shriek, and then silence. Obviously that freaks you out, You dash back to the front door in case there's a producer or a cameraman hanging around, except you find that it's now locked too, with a similar electronic lock. Have they locked you in here? That's got to be a fire code violation. But maybe they don't think models know about fire code violations. Or maybe it was Priscilla herself who arranged for the door to lock itself, like to punish you for ruining her easy victory, something like that. You hear another scream from the bedroom. This time, it sounds like a cry for help. Look, this might be your ticket to modelling fame, but that's a lot of red flags very quickly. There might be something seriously wrong upstairs. And even if you don't care about Priscilla's well-being, it won't be a good look for you if the whole nation watches you not give a shit about her. So, you should find a way to help her, and then maybe find a way to unlock the front door, because being trapped in here with a bunch of producers outside not letting you out when one of their contestants might be in trouble doesn't sit very well with you.
What kind of electronic locks are they? RFID or keypad or...
They
Colour.
number keypads.
How many numbers?
It's just 0 to 9.
Alright, so it's not
you
like...
would have to actually press them.
So it could be 4 or 10 or 700.
Right.
Probably not 700 though.
That's a lot of numbers.
That would be extra punishing.
So you said there's the door we came in, there's a door at the top of the stairs, and you said there's a closed door near the catwalk.
Yes.
Does that also have a lock?
Yes, it's locked with a 4-digit combination lock.
Let's have a look at the inspirational quotes on the mirror. What's actually written on the quotes?
Not the one near the catwalk. The mirror near the catwalk is obviously clean. You can't let that get messed up. So these are the ones that are closer to the lounge area, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. One of them is just a random collection of words that seem aspirational. You've got live, vitality, awesome, and McMansion. Someone really wants a McMansion, guys. That's okay. Maybe it's in Sydney, and that's like the biggest possible status symbol you can have. The other one, the other mirror, just has one thing written on it, and it just says, turn that frown upside down.
And the chart of the names, who are the contestants?
Well, there are a lot of names. It started out with quite a few contestants. These shows usually start out with 20 or so. So I won't ask you to memorize them all. But it has columns, this chart labeled week 1, week 2, and so on. And underneath each week, you've got a vertical list of all these names. You suspect that these are rankings from whatever challenge was that week. You do notice that a few of the names are circled.
What are the circled names?
In week 1, there's Lucille. In week 5, there's Samantha.
She is such a Charlotte.
And in week 6, we have Marsha Tiffany. M-Tiff, as she's known to audiences.
Oh, so that's
Seriously,
her
one
name.
singular name, Marsha Tiffany.
Is there a
Marsha
hyphen?
Tiffany.
There is a hyphen.
That is so
But
American.
not where you would expect.
It's actually right at
Tiff.
the end.
It's
Yeah.
Marsha Tiff hyphen Finney.
But again, you
Could that
haven't
be
been
pronounced
actually
differently.
you haven't actually been watching the show, so these names mean very little to you. If you would like to start judging them from their names, though, more than welcome.
So there's only 3 names that are circled.
Yes.
So nobody in weeks 2, 3, or 4.
And how many weeks were there across? From 1 through...
How many weeks would there be in a show like this? Let's say 11.
Okay, therefore it's not important.
And all those weeks are finished.
Yes.
All right.
This week that you are currently in wasn't even supposed to exist. It's a total twist.
While Kay is reading the list, I will turn the TV on and go and pedal on the exercise bike.
If only you could turn the TV on. It's switched off, and it's such a modern TV, there are no buttons on it. You do not see a remote. You can, however, pedal on that exercise bike if you want.
Losing some kilometers.
Losing some kilometers.
So
You're
Losing some
gaining kilometers.
Yeah, gain kilometers, swap them for kilos.
it's a pretty standard, sturdy exercise bike. It's got a screen that shows your time, your distance, calories burned, that sort of thing. When you get on, everything's at 0, as if it's been reset. As you ride it, the wheels move with very little resistance. The screen starts flashing numbers at you. You stay on it for a minute, and it tells you you've burned 5 calories. Hey, well done!
Oh,
I feel better about myself now.
So,
far? The kitchen.
there's the couch. Since you're in the lounge, should we look at the couch? Is there anything under the cushions, the remote in the couch?
Coins under the couch.
So it's a big, soft, squishy couch, large enough for maybe 6 people at once, and you're checking under the cushions.
Hot.
There's not much, but there are 2 old chocolate bar wrappers.
What type of chocolate? Doesn't matter.
What's a type of chocolate?
Snickers.
Ugh.
Is there still chocolate on them? If I lick the wrappers, do I get some chocolate?
You do not see chocolate, but you do, on the silvery insides, see some writing.
Ooh.
On the first one, you see something that says, "You're doing well, but polls have you third in audience favourites. Work harder. Maybe..." So you unwrap the second one, and it says, "Stir up some drama with the two in the lead. In the meantime, practice your..." And that's it.
So that's an interesting question. So if this person's third place, we probably need to figure out who they might have been. So if we have a look through the names on the charts of who is third at...
It's very variable week by week. You have no idea how old these chocolate bar wrappers are.
Can we look under the couch? Is there anything else underneath the couch?
It's pretty hefty. You can push it a little bit aside. There's nothing that you can
Nothing
tell.
useful.
Not even any dust. They cleaned under there. Not under the cushions, but they cleaned under the couch very nicely.
Okay.
And the chocolate bars were under the cushions?
Yes.
Okay. There's no money under the cushions.
Sadly not.
Ah, come on.
And the TV, there's no TV unit that it's in or drawers underneath it. It's just like a TV on the wall.
Yep, just a nice mounted
Right.
TV.
Just a TV
Looks like
on the
it's in
wall.
working condition.
Alright, should we go to the kitchen then?
Yeah, kitchen.
Let's look in the pantry.
There's a 3-digit combination code holding it shut. However, there
It's
is
a modelling show.
There is a post-it note stuck to the lock. Warning, carbs ahead. I've locked this for your own good.
Yep, I suspected.
We're here to support each other's healthy habits. To enter, think about this. If you ate a whole packet of Tim Tams, 1,035 calories, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, how long would you have to cycle to burn it off? Think before you binge.
So I cycled for a minute for 5 calories,
So that's 27.
but surely it can't be 027.
It could. Can we try 027 on the 3-digit code?
You can, but it doesn't work.
Okay. So
Well, why not 127? Because one pack of Tim Tams is 27 minutes.
It was 1,035 calories.
okay. I thought we had that
135
wrong.
was pretty small. Okay, so that's... Okay,
That's
so
a
really
amazing Tim Tam packet.
207. 207 then.
You input the code 207 into the pantry lock. The lock pops off and you pull the doors open. Inside, it's not exactly the carb fest that the warning note described. There's a small pile of potatoes and jelly babies that are labelled emergency. Behind that, there's a bottle of Lavaland chili sauce, which is almost totally empty. Next to that, there's a chocolate bar wrapper.
Let's have a look at the chocolate bar wrapper. Is there any writing in that again?
There is indeed. It says, Y pose. Good luck. As in the letter Y.
And what was the last few words in that on the second chocolate bar wrapper we picked up?
In the meantime, practice your.
Okay, could be
So
that.
practice your Y pose. Like YMCA.
Alright.
For the listeners who cannot see the visual here, everybody just stuck their hands up in the air like a big letter Y.
Ceiling fan.
Yeah. Which is, in fact, the Y pose.
Alright, so what else
Not
is in there?
your head in your hands.
Yeah.
In
So-
shame.
So what's in the fridge?
Can we get into the fridge?
That fridge is going to lock too.
Of course it does.
No eating for you.
No, that's all good. The fridge is great. It's full. It's almost exclusively fruits and vegetables. There's a little bit of tofu, maybe some smoked salmon, other healthy-ish stuff going on.
What type of vegetables?
Turnip.
I would like to take a turnip.
You are more than welcome to. Again, there may not be any puzzle-solving value to that, but eat away.
No eating, just keeping.
Well, behind all of that healthy stuff, bizarrely, there's a TV remote.
Hey!
Sadly, it's missing both its
Batteries.
batteries.
So it needs 2 batteries.
It needs 2 batteries to work.
AA, AAA.
Quadruple A. Specific, very, very small model batteries.
Or heavy-duty
There you
H.
8 batteries.
It's one of those gigantic, like, dolphin torch batteries. Yeah.
Right.
It's from the 80s.
Was there anything on the fridge? Is there magnets or information or...
There was not. It's very clean stainless steel.
Alright.
They took this fridge seriously.
What about on the bench? Anything on the bench?
Yes, there is. Sitting on the bench, there's a neat little stack of Post-its. Just 3 of them. They seem to be suggestions or complaints that girls have made about the running of the house. One says, "No incense, please, I'm allergic." One says, "Keep noise down after 11. And one says, "Whoever's spending our communal money on Lavaland chili sauce, stop. Literally nobody likes it."
But they finished almost all of
So
it.
clearly that person,
How
one
curious.
person really likes it and the other people don't like it. Or it's a poison.
Dum dum dum.
And so assuming the bench has drawers at the bottom of all cabinets.
Sure, if you
What's
look
inside?
through those are actually surprisingly normal. Couple of plates, cups, that sort of thing.
Can I throw a
Nothing
plate across the
exceptional.
room?
No breaking. No
Yeah.
breaking things.
I'll make an exception. As long as you don't hit the TV, you're good.
I'm aiming for...
Not the mirrors either. And wait,
Yeah.
unless no
Yeah.
breaking.
It's tempting. I'll aim for the empty corner of the room.
You aim for the empty corner of the room. Immediately across the nation, you get a reputation as the scary one.
Oh.
Ooh, scary spice.
No, which is interesting because then we're being filmed right now.
Oh, that's a good point. Actually, can we look up and see how many cameras we can see in the room?
They are totally concealed.
Ah.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty high-tech show.
So anything else in the kitchen? Is there an oven we can open? Is there anything in the sink, like one of those garbage compactor things that eat your
time
hands?
for Sylvia Plath.
There actually, if you look in the sink, it is one of those ones with a garbage disposal in it. So huge open drain, just a big hole with a removable grate over the top.
Can we open the cabinet underneath and see if we can open the garbage disposal?
It would be a bit more of an effort than your dainty model hands can
Like,
handle.
can we
Right.
see anything down the drain that we can pull out that's
You
relevant?
can.
You just
And
put your dainty fingers in the
I'll
garbage
put your
disposal.
dainty fingers in.
do you trust each other not to turn on that garbage disposal?
Do we trust whoever has been doing
I'm going to
funny
walk
visits?
to the opposite end of the room, so I'm nowhere near the garbage disposal.
Don't break anything apply to human bodies.
That's why
Are
I'm
there
walking
any
away.
fruits or vegetables that look like they would fit down and you'd be able to like pull it back
Just
upwards?
turnips.
You do have James at the other end of the room. Your hand may be safe.
Except if the producers have control over the garbage disposal.
No, surely not. Think of the insurance. They would be so upset.
You didn't read those
I'm going to
waivers.
put my left hand into the garbage disposal very slowly and watching what happens. Does anything happen as I start lowering my hand in?
One of the shards of plate that James threw earlier makes a clattering noise as it falls just a little bit further, and you freak out.
But that was the opposite end of the room.
It's
Don't
a
trust
noise.
Okay, right, fair enough.
But
Your turn.
you manage to get your hand in there, and very slowly you pull out a small, tightly wrapped parcel.
That's what she said.
Inside,
Yeah, give me your small, tightly wrapped parcel.
What's inside the tightly wrapped parcel?
it is a single battery.
Oh.
What size battery again?
Right, tightly wrapped parcel. So we've been through the bench, we've
Looked at the
the
couch,
sink.
the TV, the exercise bike, the chart, pantry, fridge, sink, bench we've looked at. Looked at the
So-
lipstick. We haven't looked at the catwalk and the vanity yet. Should we go over there or should we do more stuff in the kitchen?
Can we just check those electronic locks? And can I just punch in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until it stops entering numbers so I can see how many numbers I need?
It's like a calculator. It could fit about 10.
Right, so it's as many as you go. So is there like
Looks like
a
it.
lock or a hash to say this is the key? So so if you think of a normal electronic lock, you'll go 1, 2, 3, and then you'll hit unlock
Yep.
or something.
There's a
like
little
that.
green button.
There's a green button. Cool.
And is it just numbers or are there letters written on the numbers?
Just numbers.
Alright.
Can I try 1, 5, 6 green on both the stairs and the front door?
Where is front?
Now, why 156?
Lucille,
those
Samantha, Marsha, Tiffany.
Ah,
Oh, this was how they came on their... Or
Yeah.
which weeks they were
Which
highlighted.
weeks? Yeah.
Okay.
it makes a sad sounding buzz.
Why did you do that?
I will not open for you.
Don't you love me?
You have to push my buttons just right. Alright, so we'll have a look at the catwalk and the vanity. Is the catwalk like fully sealed? Does it look like it can be lifted or...
Oh, no, it's just kind of a raised section of floor.
Okay, but it's like
anything on it?
inbuilt.
Specific for it. No, it's kept in very good condition. It stretches almost the whole way down the room, facing that full-length mirror. On the wall behind the catwalk, so at the very back of it, it's got the logo of the show. So
What is the logo?
well, it's basically just stylized versions of the letters. So it's catwalk all or nothing. So it's got a C, then a hyphen, then an A, and an N.
That reminds me, actually, the 4-digit lock on the other door, that's numbers again.
Yes.
So let's look at the vanity. the vanity is like a mirror of a cabinet?
That's exactly what it is. The whole surface of it, it's an ocean of makeup. You don't know how anyone knows whose is whose. Any product you can imagine, it's there. It has a single drawer locked with a surprisingly fancy lock. It's also a pressing the things in one rather than a combination that you swivel to make work.
What are the things?
This is letters.
Okay. So most of the time with those pushing things in locks, there's almost like an indentation or a wearing of the keys that get pushed the most. Which ones have been pushed most?
It was done with very dainty model fingers. They may not have
Okay.
even used their hands for this.
Does this have like all 26 letters, or are there only like 9 letters that you can choose
It's got
from?
all of the letters, it's just very small.
What
They
happens
probably had to use a special
So there's like
pointing
20. There are
stick.
26 buttons.
Yes.
Okay. What happens if you try
CAN?
CAN?
Nothing happens.
Alright, what about LVAM?
Nothing happens.
LVAM?
Life, Vitality, Awesome McMansion.
Right, yeah.
What about LSMT?
Still nothing.
Alright.
What about MODEL HOUSE
It doesn't hurt to just try all
That
the
would have
different...
worked for
Yes.
one of the combinations of the last one that we did, where it was agent.
All right.
Turn that
so-
frown upside down. Just wonder what we need to turn upside down, apart from our frowns.
Yeah. Are there any posters or photos of people around the place?
Absolutely not.
Um,
You've got to make them miss their homes, not be able to look at
Because
reminders
the other way
of
is
them.
there's lots of mirrors. You know, you think of mirrors turn things upside down.
That's true.
Um,
There's a clothes rack. We haven't looked at the
Yes,
clothes yet.
Clothes rack.
It's huge, of course. It is divided up into sections, labelled week 1, week 2, week 3, etc. They look themed, so obviously each week's challenge has a certain theme going for it. And each outfit has a little tag attached to the front with a number on it. They don't seem to have any order to them or anything. You think they just might be the number from a certain designer's collection.
And is it a single number for each?
Some of them are single digit, some of them are double digit.
Should we check weeks 1, 3, and 5? Or
Yeah, that's 1, 5, and 6.
1, 5, and 6.
You can certainly do that. So week 1, there are lots of swimsuits. Week 5, lots of things in white. And week 6, there's actually very little. It's an almost
As in the
empty
clothes
thing.
missing, or the clothes are very little? Hey, look, it's modelling.
As in, it looks like most
All
of
or
the
nothing.
clothes are missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the ones that are left, what are the numbers on those clothes?
So there is just a single sarong left on that one.
For week 6.
And what's the number on the tag of that sarong?
5.
And do the numbers on the tags vary quite rapidly?
Quite extensively. It could be anything from 1 to 99, it seems.
Are there any other weeks that only have 1 or 2 pieces of clothing?
No, all of the rest seem to have enough for every contestant.
Can I go to the larger mirror
The one at the end of the catwalk?
at the end of the catwalk and inspect it? Is there anything untoward? If I breathe on it, does anything...
Nothing
happen or-
seems to happen. You suspect there might be a camera behind it or something. There's
Yeah.
definitely a lot of lighting going on to keep it fancy.
And so there's nothing on the clothes that indicate who it belongs to, so I can't go look for Lucille's swimsuit or
you
anything.
can't tell that yet, unfortunately.
We're just going to stop and have a look around. Is there anything else that we didn't see when we came into the room?
There's huge writing on the wall that says the solution to this
It's over
puzzle.
here.
No, but maybe we missed one of the appliances in the kitchen,
Yeah,
or
fair enough. So
Actually, that's a really
we
good
didn't-
point. Are there any appliances in the kitchen?
or is it the only
There's
really?
they appear uninteresting.
Toaster,
So
kettle,
you check the
No
vanity, you
microwave.
check the TV, sink, pantry, the mirrors, fridge, exercise bike, couch, clothing rack, closed door, the chart, the catwalk, the bench, and the bedroom keypad. That is all the observable items in my list. So you now have everything that you
Oh dear.
can work with.
Can we pick up the chili sauce and see if there's any writing on it or anything inside the container of chili sauce that's mostly empty?
There are some tiny drops left at the bottom. It smells awful.
It smells...
The label looks
Does it smell like chili
Straightforward,
sauce?
though.
Or does it smell like...
not like any
Something
chili
else.
sauce that you eat. Not that you're very big on it.
Does it smell like incense?
No. It's very hard to describe
It's
what it
bad.
smells like. Just not great. You suppose, you wouldn't be too surprised if it turned out, nah, this is just what Lavaland chili sauce does, and they suck at chili sauce.
So I'm wondering if the Y pose, if the Y is part of the word lock. Like, what happens if we use C-Y-A-N instead of C-A-N.
Like the colour.
Oh, yeah, like the colour cyan. Oh, good point. Is there anything cyan around?
Because it is C... Yeah, there's a missing dash.
And you'd notice that were you to go on the catwalk and do a Y pose, C-A-N was written at the back of the catwalk. You would fit perfectly in.
All right, let's try cyan on that writing code.
On
So
the lock on the vanity that has
On the
letters,
vanity
Yes.
of the letters.
it doesn't work.
But where was the other 4-digit code?
It was numbers.
It was numbers.
It was numbers, but it might be like a rotation cipher.
I wouldn't go too much more difficult than a basic letters to numbers one, and
Yeah,
Y
that's
and
what I
N.
mean. So it's
yeah,
like
Y and
a
N wouldn't
C
make it.
equals a 1.
That would be too many
there's
digits.
Too
Too many digits. All right.
Are there any cyan clothes? Are there anything cyan around the house?
Look, I mean, you are very good about knowing your different shades of colours, and on the clothing rack, you wouldn't describe any of those as specifically cyan.
So I'm assuming... I'm trying to think of where we're going to get the battery. So the battery's probably in the vanity. We've
That's what
looked
I'm
at all
thinking.
the other random places. The chart that's on the wall, is it stuck to the wall? Or
Yeah, just
can
with
we
some
have a
sticky
look
tape.
behind it to see if there's anything?
There is wall.
Good. And is there anything on the back of the chart?
No.
There's wall on the back of the chart. No.
You are on the right track with this cyan business, though.
Yeah, it's just trying to figure out where cyan goes. So on the keypad locks, are there... Oh, sorry, on the keypads on the doors, are there letters to the numbers like would be on a mobile phone? I think... Did we ask that?
You've already
There
asked
are
that?
no
There
letters on them. Straight numbers.
On the vanity, there's a whole bunch of makeup. Is any of that makeup cyan?
You take a look around, and among the many, many products, you find a single one that is labelled cerebral cyan.
Cerebral cyan.
It's a lipstick.
Let's open that lipstick.
Cool. If you
It's a battery, no.
what do you call it when you open a lipstick? Unscrewing,
turn the lipstick
turn it
open.
on.
Yeah,
is it?
we want to turn it on.
Okay,
Open it?
You turn on the lipstick. You see that someone has etched a code into its waxy surface.
Ooh.
You can read the letters CEHM, but the lipstick's been used, so you suspect that a bit of the code is missing from the start.
It's definitely chems. Like
chem.
meth. Like crystal meth.
Chim.
Definitely chems.
These
Chimney,
poor
chim,
models.
chim, chim,
No. So when you say a little bit is missing from the start, is that one letter's worth of a little bit or 2 letters worth of a little bit?
It's hard to tell how long the lipstick was originally.
But if you
Okay.
screw a lipstick all the way up, there's like a standard size they are, right? And we're fashion people, we would be able to know how much is missing. And we've already used the Y that we found, so it's probably not a Y that we're missing.
Well, no, so the Y was for cyan.
Nice.
Largely
You're the first
sold.
team that has crossed out things that they've used.
Really?
I like it.
It's like when we do real escape rooms and we go, have we used this? Put it in our used pile. Is there...
What did you say the name of the chili sauce was again?
Lava Land.
What happens if we put Lava Land in the vanity code?
Did the source or the word?
No,
Good question. I'm glad you
the
asked.
word, not the sauce. There's no sauce in this, remember? There's just a few drops.
Still nothing.
Do these...
Say your thoughts.
We're just looking at the various words we have, so the names of the people, the
numbers.
quotes on the wall.
A lot of my puzzles are somewhat self-contained, like there won't be something involving both something on the vanity and something on a mirror at the same time.
Are there any other sets of makeup that stand out to us?
Nah.
What's the brand of... the brand of lipstick was the...
It's
Something cyan?
it's called Cerebral Cyan. That's just the fun name they give to the colour. The brand is just Catwalk All or Nothing brand.
But it's cerebral because it's a clue. Are there any clue related makeup?
are there any
Someone
other
who wears
cerebral?
blue lipstick is clearly in a sci-fi movie, hence cerebral.
Of course.
Oh, I see.
Of course.
But yes, this lipstick is a self-contained puzzle.
Can we just like...
It's chemtrails.
Oh god!
Oh, chemist? That's a word that has those.
It is
All those
actually.
letters? Can we try chemist?
You can.
Alright, fail. So we're missing a letter, so we can't just go through, like, brute force, try every single, like, one of the 5
Puzzle
factorial
look, yep.
combinations.
Oh man, you could try, but it would probably not be worth your time.
Yeah.
You'd get wrinkles.
Should we go
No, but
separate something else? Or,
she
or
said
you-
it's
you-
all... She said all the stuff that's in around the vanity, so...
But of course, that may not be the only thing that you can do right now. There
That's
might be
true.
other things.
I was just
Alright.
thinking about trying to refresh our brains.
We opened the tightly wrapped parcel we got out of the sink, right?
Yes, that was
Was
the
it
battery.
battery?
Oh, that was the battery. We've looked in the couch, we've looked under the couch. Have you opened up any of the cushions to make sure there's not anything else inside the cushions on
It's
the
a
couch?
good idea, but you've found all that couch has to offer.
There's no like jelly beans stuck underneath it.
I really like that you're crossing things out, so I want to help you cross more out.
All right. So
Did we... Nah, I was just thinking, so the pantry, it had potatoes, as well as the chili sauce, it had potatoes and
nothing in
emergency
the
jelly
potatoes.
babies. Is there anything written on the packet of jelly babies? Can we open the packet of jelly babies and eat them?
I mean,
You can. That would be so
But that's an
rude.
interesting question, actually. So the jelly beans said emergency.
Yes.
Is that printed on the packaging, or is that a note that's been
Oh no,
applied?
that's someone stuck that as a post-it thing.
So someone's diabetic.
No, someone just wants
I think-
sugar if they're tasty.
So someone is just dramatic
Okay, fair enough.
And
Damn it.
potatoes.
I was
Dramatic,
like,
diabetic, it's the
and
same thing.
highly insensitive.
Insensitive?
Ooh, everything's
Oh.
connected.
Is there any incense that we've seen around the place?
No,
Can we
not
sniff
anymore.
around for
Someone took that note to heart.
This is the moment we're in a real escape room. We just sort of sit here and stare at the room. It's like,
Stare
we've
at the room
seen
from
everything. What are we missing?
Yeah, of
Should we
course.
go for the
Billy is the hint
quotes
giver
now?
if you ever need to ask for one.
You know us. We don't like hints. We like to do things and
Oh,
and
you
stare at
almost
them.
got the record for the room, but you had to ask for 2 hints.
Yeah, don't even start me. Or the time where we had to get a hint and then they're like, oh, this was a really obvious thing that we should have noticed. So should we go
doing
back to the quotes and what we're doing on the quotes?
So-
So turn that frown upside down. Live vitality, awesome McMansion.
We already checked and it wasn't LVAM or MAVL as the codes.
Or Valm.
Okay, what happens if we just, try to twist our bodies around and look at the room while we're upside
Do a
down?
hand-
Why
do a
does
handstand.
everyone do that?
Because you've written the word
Is
upside down.
that what you did?
I did. I stood
The
on my
last
head.
people stood
Yeah.
on their heads.
I was going to ask if you could spot me, because I can't do a handstand on my own.
So you just sort of tilt yourselves around so you're looking at this mirror upside down.
And is
You are looking at it upside down. It appears much the same, but flipped.
So because I was just thinking that cyan upside down is no.
We've already done cyan.
I know, I was being facetious. Is there anything specific about the type of lipstick that's been used to write those inspirational quotes on the what colour is it? Is it blue?
What's a shade?
Is it
No, it's red.
cerebral cyan?
It's red. It's
Okay, so
very
it's not the same
vivid.
lipstick as
It
the
is
cerebral
not.
cyan. It's red, looks like the same lipstick, there's no colour variation.
No, handwriting variations, sure, but no.
So written by different people.
Seems to be.
Okay.
I mean, obviously all the words in Turn That Frown Upside Down were by the same person.
Yeah.
Can I look at the sarong closer? Pick it up and see if there's anything written on it or any patterns to the side.
For such a flimsy piece of clothing, it looks pretty expensive. It's nude-coloured and,
What's nude coloured?
skin.
It's racist.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
Racist
it's
flesh.
Which
skin
skin?
coloured for
Yeah,
white
I-
people.
I
racist
don't know.
flesh.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
A nude coloured sarong.
Hey, there's nothing so wrong with that.
Oh. There is something so wrong with that.
And thank you for listening, everybody.
Yeah. You can all quit now. Yeah.
I would keep your
So-
attention on that Turn That Frown mirror.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. It's the turn that frown.
What happens
Is
if we
it-
just put smile in the letter code? That's an upside down frown.
It is an upside-down frown, but does not appear to work for the vanity.
The mirror that the quotes are on,
Mhm.
is it a fixed mirror? Is it just like a hung mirror?
They are very much fixed into the wall.
Right.
They are
these
two separate mirrors.
Yes.
The turn the
Okay.
frown upside down is on a separate mirror from the
Live Vitality, Awesome McMansion.
Okay. And so it's just two mirrors on the wall, fixed to the wall.
hmm Very large.
no frame.
Very long.
If we
Very long.
look in the mirror that has turned that frown upside down, what do we see reflected behind it?
Yourselves, mostly.
So if
and
we-
really, do you want to look at anything else?
If we cup over our eyes and look, so creating a darkness behind the mirror on our side, is it a two-way mirror?
No.
What if I look and same for the other mirror, if I look in it, there's just nothing behind us?
I'm going to stand, look at the mirror, and then smile, and then do the Y pose.
Smiling is okay. Smizing would have been better if you're familiar with the model shows.
Smizing?
Smiling with your eyes.
No, but I always smize.
Well, you give it your best smizing smile, and there must be some crazy facial recognition technology. So there must be some crazy facial recognology going on here, because this mirror clicks and swings open. It's actually a door. Behind it, there's a small room containing a single armchair and a camera sitting on a tripod. It's the confessional room where contestants reveal their secrets.
I'm going to grab the camera and push play. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, the tape or the SD card or whatever it uses is missing.
Does the camera have any batteries in it that are the same type as the remote?
Unfortunately, no. You can't get into the batteries.
Not
It's a
modern.
plug-in to recharge thing.
Most of them are proprietary, so they can make you pay for more
They're
batteries.
lithium.
They're jerks. All right, can we take the camera with us?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'll
what
take
was
the-
in? There was a camera. There was a
On a
tripod.
tripod.
What else was in there?
And an armchair.
Armchair. Can we look in the cushions of the armchair?
You feel a small weight inside the cushion. You reach inside and you pull out a battery.
Hey, okay. Batteries in the TV remote. I'm going to go watch me some TV.
It switches on, but not to a normal channel. Instead, what comes up is a photo of a young woman wearing a bright blue bikini. And the name...
Cyan.
No! Like I said, nothing on that clothes rack was cyan. The name Brittany is emblazoned across the screen, and then after a few seconds it wipes to a different photo of someone else in a bikini. It's a slideshow. It looks like it's all the contestants and their photo shoot outfits each week.
Can we watch until we see Lucille, Samantha, and
No,
Marsha?
specifically Lucille, because there's a swimsuit.
Oh, this is swimsuits? Let's see what Lucille's wearing.
Sure, so you keep going, you look, and you see that Lucille is in a sparkly rainbow bikini from the swimwear challenge.
Okay.
Not long after her, the outfits change for whatever week 2's challenge was.
So, shall we wait until week 5?
Sure.
And what, with white, what is Samantha wearing?
You watch, judging those from week 2, 3, and 4, just giving your own silent
Well, yeah, they're
opinion
jokes. We're
on
the
whether
best
you think
models.
the rankings were correct.
Always wrong. No, we'll go back to that. We can watch this again later.
So Samantha was in a lavish white, really puffy miniskirt. It looks like that week's challenge may have been sexy weddings. And MTIF is wearing that nude-coloured sarong because it was clearly a naked challenge, but she wussed out and had to wear a sarong. Otherwise, she wouldn't do it.
So, can I... that's the all or nothing. Can I go have a look through the clothing to find the sparkly rainbow bikini and the number that links to it, the white puffy miniskirt and the number that links to it?
Absolutely. The rainbow bikini has the number 19 and the white miniskirt has a 6.
Oh, well, we
Alright.
go, so 1965. Let's whack that in the
Four-digit
four-digit lock.
So this is the closed door with the 4-digit lock. You press in the numbers 1965. Incidentally, 1965, the year that Yves Saint Laurent came out with their Mondrian collection, as all fashion models know. The door slides open, and behind it you see a small bedroom. It's nowhere near. It's not like. It's not the main bedroom. It's only designed for one person, and even for this house, it's mostly allocated to clothes to a ridiculous extent. You believe that this is what they call the winner's wardrobe. It's where challenge winners get to sleep in privacy to enjoy a huge new designer collection for a while. On one wall is a poster, and it says, "Congratulations, but don't forget your old bedroom code. You may not be in here forever. Need a hint? Half the code is 884.
Okay,
So we know it's a 6-digit code. So the room has a poster that has half of the code for the old bedroom. It has clothes for the winner. Is there also a bed?
There is also a
Search
single
the bed,
bed.
Yeah, we're
under
gonna-
the covers, under the pillow.
Yeah, take all the clothes. So I've opened the pillows.
Yeah, she can take all her clothes
No,
off.
no.
I'm gonna check
I'll put on the
I'm
nude
going
sarong.
to I'm gonna remove the blankets from the bed.
If you ruffle through the bed, under the pillow you find a scrap of paper that looks like it's been torn from somebody's diary.
Ooh.
It says, "Finally, I'm in the winner's wardrobe. I think I've really earned it. It wasn't easy, though. I sort of want to complain to the producers about Priscilla. I know it's crazy, but I'm pretty sure she's cheating. She's got outside information. It's like she knows who's winning, and then next thing we know, that person's eliminated. I've got no proof though, so I guess I'll keep quiet and hope I don't go home next.
So she's the one who is number 3.
Who's the chocolate?
Who's
so
got the
on
chocolate?
the chart, which week was Priscilla in number 3?
She was number 3 in week maybe 4 and week 9.
Maybe 4 and 9?
Maybe 4 and 9.
So definitely 9, but maybe 4.
In other words, unimportant.
Okay.
But she
Fair
is
question,
cheating.
but I did not draw out this whole chart.
Okay. Is there anything else in the bedroom? Is there a chest of drawers? Is there
What's
No,
under
they're
the
expected.
table?
They're expected to just sort of wallow in the clothes that are around.
Can we look
not
at the
put them
clothes?
away.
Do the clothes have numbers on them?
No, they are quite beautiful. You love them. You want to swipe them, but they do not look important.
Can
as
I
such.
change into some prettier clothes?
Certainly.
The-
What colour did
the
you have in
practical
mind?
running.
They won't fit me. None of them will fit me.
Why not?
They were model clothes.
We're
They're like
models
You're
too.
a
What do you
model
think
as
you're
well.
doing here?
You're the modeliest
Yeah.
model there ever has
I'm
been.
the plus size model.
What is this? Essential for ants? No.
James could fit into it. He just burned 5 calories.
That's
That's
right.
true.
Yeah.
If we go and look at that chart, can we just follow what position Priscilla is in every week, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
Nah, so we can't see if 884 is part of that.
So we know that 884 is the
Is this
beginning. So, they said the first half of the code?
It just says half the code.
Okay, so we don't know if that's before or after.
and there's nothing else in that bedroom, just that half the code and
That's about
there's
it.
no diary about Priscilla being cheating.
It's a simple place with simple pleasures.
Okay, so we still haven't done anything with Live Vitality, Awesome, and McMansion.
Or crystal meth.
Or Crystal Meth.
Yes, crystal meth is probably where you want to be right now.
This stuff here was written by different people, so I'm not. I reckon this is a red lipstick herring.
Ah.
It is red.
So yeah.
So we've
maybe-
got CEHM was the part of the code on the lipstick.
and we know that that's something that Priscilla's being passed or handed.
CEHM doesn't mean anything about Priscilla. The vanity's what we're trying to get into with the pressing letters.
Yep.
You've actually previously, much earlier on, you mentioned something that will be the most helpful to try and solve this
An idea you had elsewhere.
About a
Is there any name on
a rotation cipher where
Oh, good point.
So you're on the right track there.
so
What have you written down
we've
there?
got 884.
Well, 884 is for the bedroom code,
Yeah.
not the vanity.
Yeah. That would be HHD anyway, so it's really lame.
So what have you done so far? You've put a few things down there.
Yeah, explain what you've written.
So if we're using a really simple, just each letter is the number that it is in
Yeah.
order, then C is 3, E is 5, H is 8, M is 13.
Such an annoying typo.
What?
Ah, it's Fibonacci!
That's a horrible typo.
Ah! And the ones at the start are 1, 1, 2, which are AAB. But this is for the vanity, so what happens if in the vanity where you type in AABCEHM?
That lock does come off.
Hooray!
You open the drawer, and along with a lot more makeup, you see a small cassette-looking tape.
Ooh,
Ooh.
does that look like it'll go in the video?
It does look
Camera?
like it'll go into the video camera.
All right.
Alright, let's go look at the
So let's watch the
You
video.
press
camera.
play, and you see a recording of one of the contestants sitting in the armchair for a confessional from the TV.
Which contestant?
You recognize her as April.
April.
So you listen to April talk. So you know that chili sauce saga, right? Guess what just happened? I saw Priscilla adding some of it to my food. I didn't realize that's what she was doing, so I ate it, but I've been so sick ever since. She knows that I hate it. I've never felt this bad in my life. It completely messed up my photo shoot today. If I'm eliminated, it's 100% her fault. Well, on the tape, she gets interrupted by someone calling out, "Hey April, what's the bedroom password again?" April sighs and replies, 893, before the other person says, "Oh wait, I remember it now, thanks." April sighs and continues. Anyway, I'm not letting Priscilla get away with this. I've poured all the rest of the chili sauce in her drink bottle. Next time she has one of her gross energy drinks, she'll know what it's like to be that sick.
Right. So bedroom door 883 884 893 884. Sorry.
893 884.
There's a happy chiming sound and the door slides open.
Yay!
You race into the bedroom, barely taking any notice of all of the fancy surroundings. All you see is Priscilla. She is lying on the floor. She looks in a very bad way. She is unconscious. She needs help. Her skin is really pale. She doesn't seem to be breathing, but in her right hand, there is a marker. And you spot on the tiled floor a frantic message that she's attempted to scribble. You see all jammed together, very squishy writing. BACKOFF, and then just squiggle, the castle of
Yeah, that's right.
So back off, righto.
What else is around the room? Bed, dresser.
There is, but everything is quite neat. It looks untouched and quite normal.
So, what's she wearing? Is it this year's
Wouldn't
fashion?
you like to know?
I really would.
She's wearing a very nice black dress. It looks like she was anticipating a nice victory show for herself.
So it doesn't look like she has pockets, she hasn't got a handbag? Or...
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, she probably meant to write April, because April was the one who poisoned her.
Well, is there a drink? Is there an energy drink nearby?
There is her drink bottle with some of its liquid poured on the floor.
Okay, so yeah,
It
April
also
has
smells quite revolting.
inadvertently killed her with the poison she was poisoning other people with.
Is she dead?
She said
She's
she wasn't breathing.
unconscious
Oh, she's
and doesn't
unconscious.
seem to be breathing as far as you can tell.
Okay,
Look,
let's do CPR.
She might be
Oh, good
dead,
point.
she might be dying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CPR.
I'm going to start CPR.
It doesn't seem to be having the effect that you want.
It's because of my dainty hands, isn't it?
You can't break enough ribs.
That's right.
Okay, so what we need to do is figure out the door code to get out. And did we say what sort of code it was?
It's like the bedroom door code.
So it could be any sort of... Can we try 893-884 just to cover our bases?
Sad chiming noise.
Okay, so we've done the clothing.
We've dealt with the clothing, we've dealt
We know
with the
it's
TV.
April. I'm going to take the tape out of the video camera and just pop that in my pocket, just in case I get separated with the video camera, because the tape is the murder.
Yeah,
is the
sure.
evidence.
Alright.
Very sensible.
Okay. So
Is there anything under Priscilla if we just move Priscilla?
You roll her
Don't
limp body
move
over.
the body, haven't you learned anything?
Interfering. She's not dead yet, so it's not interfering with the dead body.
No, but like
It's not obstruction of justice unless it's investigating you. No, you don't see anything else, just this scrawled, unfinished message.
And there's definitely nothing else of note in the bedroom
No,
that,
not in the
that
bedroom.
stands out and says, "Look at me."
We're looking for some numbers for the door to get out.
So we've dealt with him. We've dealt with them. The kitchen, we haven't done a huge amount other than the battery in the kitchen.
We found all the stuff in the kitchen. We found the chili bottle,
Post-it.
Post-its.
The potato.
With the
Battery.
post-its the nobody likes chili sauce is relevant to the
No
poison.
one's down after 11. Are there any clocks anywhere?
There is one in the bedroom.
What is it working?
It seems to be
What
a
time is it
normal
right
clock.
now?
It is 2:50.
Can we type 1450 in the...
Sure, it doesn't work.
I'm just going to try every number I
Of
can think
course.
of. I need to get her out into a hospital.
You did certainly just get
Is
a
it-
new clue, though.
Was there any incense in the bedroom?
No. It was
Where's the
very
incense?
diligent
I guess
about
the
it.
incense is a red herring as well, maybe.
So the back off.
Ah, good point. What if we change that into a number cipher, because those are all low enough?
No.
2, 1,
Only use one
3.
puzzle once.
Oh, damn.
So, but back off. Take the back off of something. So that if we open the remote, the TV remote, is there anything?
No, just the batteries that you put in there.
Okay,
So well.
We're good at that.
that's pretty good.
You're
Does the
really
cl-
good at turning me on.
Can you remove the clock from the wall?
It's a little one sitting on the bedside table,
Oh,
so
okay.
very easily
Is
movable.
there anything
Can-
inside the bedside table?
No.
Oh.
And the clock on the bedside table, what kind of batteries does it have?
Okay. So,
It's plugged in. It doesn't have batteries. No, the bedroom is a largely unimportant area.
So we could split the wires from the clock to turn it into like a defibrillator that we use to revive Priscilla.
you're just gonna give her like electric shocks and kill her.
I saw it on MacGyver once.
Okay, so our only clue that I think we have, though, is the back off. So, what does that tell us?
So let's focus on you. Let's assume you've dealt with all the clues you had before. We've got one new clue scrawled on the floor.
That's the problem.
So back off, and then it just goes into the
squiggle.
squiggle. Does the squiggle point anywhere? Or
No, it looks like she wanted to write more letters, but ran out of life force.
So you got these letters scrawled on the ground, and they're all completely packed together.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a single word. There's no spacing. There's no. It's just all those letters. So what does it say?
back off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of an anagram.
How do you know it says back off?
BACKOFF.
But, I mean, you put a space in there. How did you know that a space went there?
I didn't actually. I didn't put a space.
It's a Russian man named Bakov.
But
So is there an anagram for anything?
You're assuming that you know where the spaces might be.
Back off.
Akrof? No, that's
Backo.
a K.
Back of F.
But back of fridge. So we'll go to the kitchen and look behind the fridge.
If you do that, you see that there is something slidable back there. It looks like a secret compartment in the wall.
And
Ooh.
what's in the secret compartment?
Well, it looks like it goes quite deep in there. In fact, almost like if it were opened from the other side, it would just lead to the outside. So, a means of communicating with non-contestants, perhaps. There aren't any secret messages or candy wrappers or anything written in there, but there is a small torch.
Ooh.
It appears to be a blue light torch.
Not the blue light again. Okay, so can we get the blue light? And we're going to have to scan the whole apartment. So let's start in the winner's
Secret
bedroom.
Okay,
We're just going to scan through.
nothing suspicious.
Actually, oh no, we're good. So nothing suspicious. So we'll scan through the catwalk. So along the catwalk towards the mirror
Floor is not suspicious.
and the mirror
catwalk.
itself.
Mirror at the end of the catwalk is spotless,
The other mirror with the
with all of the words written on it.
Live vitality.
Nothing new appears, just those.
Okay, the
words
camera
there.
room. The secret
Nothing.
diary room. Okay.
the kitchen, on the benches, on the floor.
All fine.
Moving through to the bedroom with Priscilla.
All fine.
The
So
stairs
nothing in
themselves.
All fine.
The TV room. The TV.
You'll leave it till last.
The actual door that we're trying to
Nope.
exit through.
The chart.
All good.
The chart's good.
Yep, all fine.
And so the TV, the couches, the...
Nothing on them.
So we've looked at the two bedrooms. We've looked at the stairs. We've looked at the secret room, which had the camera in it.
We've done
We've looked at the
mirrors
kitchen.
that had the words on them. We've done the TV, the couch, the chart,
The exercise bike.
the exercise bike.
Nothing on the exercise bike.
The vanity.
Each
Is there anything on the vanity?
As you go over the vanity, on its mirror, you see some letters forming on the glass.
There we go. What are the letters?
Add the numbers in the words.
What words?
The
What words
Vitality,
indeed?
Vitality, blah, blah, blah.
Or it could be recursive and just add the numbers in the words, add the numbers in the words.
It is not recursive.
In the words.
Oh man, no, I have to do
And
math.
once again, it is not the same ciphery thing as used before.
Add the numbers
Wait,
in
that's
the
not what I
Oh.
meant to say.
Roman numerals? Okay.
IV.
So we've got, no, L's are a Roman numeral too. I, V, V, I, L, I. I don't think anything in awesome is
I
a
can't remember, but
Thing.
M's are.
M, and so is C, and so is M.
I think there's an M in awesome.
Ah, so there is. Thank you.
Yep.
And then there's an I over here. L, I, V, V, I, L, I, M, M, C, M,
I can't
I.
remember the L's and M's of
Okay, so
horsey.
I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, C is 100.
You've skipped one.
I know, I'm coming back to that.
Cool.
M is 1,000, I think. And then L and D, one of them is 50 and one of them is 500. I forget which is which. I think L is 50 and D is 500.
Yes, that is correct.
Everyone forgets poor D.
Poor D.
Or they forget it exists.
Yeah.
They really do.
Okay, so this is either each is just independent, we add them all together, or we have to pay attention to the sections of things like IV versus VI and
It
stuff.
said add the numbers in the words, so that tells me that they're independent.
But some of these are sections, like 3 of them together. So let's try both
so
ways.
let's write out what the numbers would be.
So I've got 2 ways. The first way, so that's a 50,
LIV
a
is
1, a 5.
54. Because the I was before the 5.
That's what I was saying. Do we do each one separately, or do we do each group together?
Well,
That's what I was
let's
asking.
start.
Roman numerals are done in a certain way. So
Yeah.
why don't you start with the way Roman numerals are technically written?
So that's 54.
I've really got to make sure that I
That's
did this one right as well,
that's
because
a
I don't have
6.
my writing for this here.
That's
I've got it in my
51.
notebook.
Li is 51.
Yep. 51.
M is 1,000.
1,000.
MCM would be 1,900. Yeah, it was 1,000, then 100, less than 1,000. Then 1. Okay, so that adds together as that's 2,900, 2,901, 2,952, 2,958.
So add these two together, 2952 plus 60.
60. So that's 3,012, do you think? 2,952 plus 60?
Somebody tells me we're looking for a 6-digit number.
Are you?
Why?
The bedroom was, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah,
3,012.
Should we try 3012 on the front door?
the light on the keypad goes green and the door slowly opens.
Alright, let's go get Priscilla.
You burst free, and now you have all the options ahead of you. Are you going to drag Priscilla's limp body out? Are you going to return to the house to avoid breaking your contract and losing your chance to be a modelling sensation?
I don't
No,
know
we're going to save
We're gonna
Priscilla.
Or are you going to save Priscilla and then sue the crap out of the producers who left you
So-
in there?
And we're going to take the
Hold
camera,
on.
and we make sure we take the chili sauce as well, so we have all the evidence too.
So I'm going to do this
And the
properly.
energy drink.
I'm going to go to the vanity and just quickly fix my hair, right? Because
Oh, well,
we need to get
duh.
this right.
course.
I'm going to pick up Priscilla and I'm going to hold her in the most heroic
She takes
and
both
courageous
of you
way.
to lift.
Okay, we're
Remember,
going to
we're
hold
both
her.
little girls.
We're going to hold her really. I'm a little girl. We're going to hold her in the most heroic and courageous way, just in case we walk out. This is all on film. We just need to make
it's
sure
true.
we strike a pose. Are you ready to do your Y pose and drop the body? So
You also set fire to the apartment so an explosion happens as you walk out,
that's
right?
a brilliant idea. Is any of the makeup flammable?
It is now.
Now it is. It wasn't earlier.
You said we couldn't destroy things. Anyway, so we'll carry Priscilla out.
Congratulations!
You
Everybody
have made it
cheers.
out of the room.
Claps. Congratulations.
And how long did it take?
Now, obviously I didn't time the room, I never do, but robotic voice from the future will come in right now and tell us.
60 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, that was alright. You did okay. Yeah, you did alright. That's pretty good. Maybe, or maybe it was terrible. I wasn't really paying much attention. I was too in the moment. The room's done. If you did try it at home and you have a time that is better than,
60 minutes and 30 seconds.
or worse than,
60 minutes and 30 seconds.
God, I hope I put it in both times. Tweet it at us. Put it on the Facebook page. Don't tell us at all, but tell your friends. I don't mind what you do, but congratulations.
You made it through the bad times, you made it through the good. You always knew you could.